have a question for you.
Okay.
I was at work talking the other day, and we were talking about playing the lottery.
All right.
Can Christians play the lottery?
That's a lot.
And what's the difference between that and investing in the stock market?
Okay. Can Christians play the lottery? The quick answer to that is yes, they can. They can do anything.
Sure.
Now, is everything lawful? Is everything expedient? That's what Paul says.
Yes.
So they can, but is it best for them to do so? I would probably try to answer the question from that perspective.
Okay.
Should Christians gamble? What's the difference between gambling and
investing in the stock market?
All right. So here's how I would answer that. If we look at the definition of investing, well, let me say this first. With anything that we do, we have to look at purpose, have to look at motive, and then we have to look at what the intent behind something is. And some people would say all three of those are the same, but okay, whatever. All right, so my investing is I'm taking money and I'm putting it in a vehicle that over
That you're driving.
No, an investment vehicle, right?
Okay.
When investors say that to me too, I'm kind of off. But I put it in this vehicle, and this vehicle has a history of over 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, how much it grows. So I'm investing for increase, for gain on that. Okay. And that investment basically is sitting dormant. I may move it around from this fund to that fund or whatever, or have somebody do that for me. But the funds have grown. So it sits there and it is passive, and I'm not being aggressive in how I go about what's going on here. Gambling, on the other hand, gambling seems to be more where I'm trying to best someone else. I'm trying to be better than you with this money, also with the means of me attempting to defraud you or win your money.
My money, okay.
I want to take from you.
Okay.
And then me taking from you now has this possibility of me gaining because I've taken from you or whoever else. So we're sitting here playing poker, Texas Hold'em, which I know nothing about. I guess a royal flush beats a straight. I don't know. I mean, I've heard those terms, but I'm hoping that I can beat you and take from you. The stock market, the investments, we're pooling money. All of us can win if so and so happens. Either way, a person is taking a risk. But if I'm trying to defraud you, as I said, now that's a sin.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That's a sin. I have to say there's no Bible passage that specifically says to us, thou shalt not gamble. Many people are saying that we ought not to gamble because when gambling is mentioned in the Bible, specifically at the cross of Jesus Christ, oh man, they gamble for his garments.
Right.
He was a convicted criminal in their minds, and it wasn't because it was Jesus himself, like any other convicted criminal of that day. They were going to gamble for the clothes or the possessions of that, because they confiscated it. All right, I got a part, you got a part, and let's go from here. I'm going to take the part that you have taken as, you know, your booty, so to speak, and let's gamble for your part. So I'm still trying to take from you as opposed to some type of investment. All right, so for us, when it comes to investing, when it comes to singing, whatever else we do, Paul tells us in Colossians chapter 3, whatever we do, do it enthusiastically as something done to the Lord.
Yes.
Verse 24, he says, knowing that you will receive the reward for an inheritance from the Lord. And he reminds us that we serve the Lord Christ. Now I have to say this, the question that I'm answering you as you posed it.
Right.
Should a Christian?
Yes.
I'm not talking about those folk who are non-Christians.
Okay.
They're not living for the Lord. Christians are supposed to be living for the Lord. And then in the latter part of of that passage here in Colossians 3, verse 25, he says, for the wrongdoer will be paid back for whatever wrong he has done, and there is no favoritism. If I'm out here trying to defraud you, I'm trying to take from you, I'm trying to best you, as Paul also says in Galatians, don't be deceived. I'm going to reap what I sow.
Okay, okay. So, but I heard you say earlier that the Bible doesn't really directly speak about not gambling.
Correct.
So, if the lottery was 300 million,
Okay.
and I won it,
Okay.
and I wanted to bring money so we can build a larger church, would you take that money?
God bless you, sister. God bless you. Thank you for being so generous. And the answer to that question, a short answer, I'm going to say yes. People say, well, Pastor, that was gambling money. It was from the lottery.
Right.
We have history where people have righteousness, or righteous people have gained from the payment of sin of unrighteous people. As a matter of fact, kind of along those lines, the Jewish priesthood was set up for that.
Okay. Okay.
The priest, if you sinned, and with me being the priest, you brought a turtle dove as payment for your sin, that turtle dove was my lunch.
Okay. Okay.
All right. And so there's some other things that go along with this that we could talk about conscience, and maybe later on we can talk some more about that. But I hope I've answered your question to this point.
You did.
Good.
I guess I can go home now and leave you alone.
Go home and play the lottery is what you're going to do.
Yes,
son.
exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
Don't tell about it. Stephen Joseph said, go play the lottery.
Okay.